How's it? And welcome to Workshop in the Basement 2.0. This is in Bodenwerder and in our new place. And today we're going to talk a little bit about starting over. So here goes. Yeah, so welcome to it. This is the new workshop in Bodenwerder. First off, I'd like to say I'm really sorry that I haven't put out a lot of videos in the last while. In fact, I haven't put out any videos in the last while. Stuff happened and things have been weird and Corona and all that sort of stuff. But it's actually been a really interesting time, so it would have been cool to put out some videos, but unfortunately I haven't. Yeah, so it's been a pretty interesting time. I quit my job because I hurt my back. I hurt my back and then quit my job. Something like that. Been doing lots of stuff though. I picked up a lot of weight. Unfortunately, the back is part of the problem with that, but also just eating a lot of junk food and stuff and not really looking after myself, although I have been riding quite a lot. But it is what it is, and seeing as this video is kind of about starting over, that's what I'm doing. I'm starting over. So first let me start with the move. We moved from Bad Harzburg in the Harz to Bodenwerder in the Weser Bergland. It's quite a lot different. There's nothing that even resembles a real mountain here. It's very flat. It runs along the Weser River. It's really nice to ride along because it's pretty flat, so it's easy to do lots of kilometers and get fit again. But there are little hills on the side of the river, and there's some really cool hills right behind the house that we're living in. So there's plenty of trails and stuff around, so there's a little bit of everything. I don't have a road bike anymore. I don't have my Process anymore. I had to give those back. I offered to buy them from the company because they belonged to the company, but they didn't want me to for whatever reason. So I've got a cross-country bike again. Thanks to Kona, I have a Hey, which is awesome. It's not the new Hey, it's the old one. It's the carbon fiber bike that is similar to the one that I rode at Joburg to Sea. Pretty much spec the same with some little upgrades. We'll do a bit of a bike check on that soon. But yeah, so I'm riding a cross-country bike, which is nice to ride down the Weser River because that's just flat out. I can do like 40 kilometers an hour on it, which is awesome. Who needs an e-bike, eh? That was the other thing I had to give back, was the e-bike, the Remote 160, which I'm really bummed about. But I'm talking to Kona at the moment, and there's some big stuff in the future, let's hope. So hopefully I'll have a new Hey 2020 Hey or a 2021 Hey if I'm really lucky, and one of the new Remote 160s or the other yet to be announced remote from them. So there's lots happening. We made the move from Bad Harzburg to Bodenwerder. It was pretty tiring. It's quite a big thing, packing up a house, cleaning it up. But then added to that, we lived on the 4th floor of the apartment building that we were in. So there was a ton of carrying boxes and stuff downstairs. It made me tired, but I guess maybe a little bit stronger. So yeah, we're here and settling in, unpacking, moving into our new place. It's on the ground level of the building, so it's quite nice. There was no carrying anything upstairs or anything like that. And my workshop is on the same level as my Wohnung, my apartment, so I don't have to mission with anything to go downstairs, and upstairs it's literally right next door, so it's no big deal to get in the workshop and do some work, do some filming. So yeah, we're here. So people will have questions about why I left Bike Park Heinenklee, and in a nutshell, I left because I hurt my back. I needed to leave for a while. There was things that just weren't gelling anymore, and it seemed like I was kind of fighting against a system that didn't understand what bike parks are actually about. I really hope, for the sake of the riders, that the bike park continues. I hope that the management of the Erlebnis Boxburg puts a bit of effort in and just keeps things going. It'll be great to see that happen. Probably go back there sometime and ride. But I got some other plans for riding for the near future. The big thing is that I hurt my back. On medical advice, was told actually that I should probably find another job, something more sustainable, because although the bike park work and building and stuff was fine for me, there were some other things that had to be done in the bike, or not in the bike park, but on the hill, that I just couldn't cope with physically anymore, and I needed to do them or leave my job. So I left my job. But I will miss the building. The building and even the trail maintenance was really fun. The building was really gratifying. It was cool to build trails. I rebuilt Float Trail pretty much completely over the time I was there. I built the A-line in the second year I was there, and we did a lot of maintenance and continued to build on A-line, even with all the crazy stuff that was happening with trees falling over and water damage and stuff like that. Although water damage wasn't really the biggest issue, it was more the trees falling over that caused all the big issues. And then obviously the Enduro Trail in the bike park, which was really cool, which we built for Trail Trophy back in 2017. Or we had it ready for Trail Trophy in 2017. It can officially be open now, which is great. But that was a trail, like the progression of biking with enduro and stuff like that. I felt like I needed to build a trail for that, and that's what I did. It's a really cool trail, and it's probably the one I'm going to miss the most. Unfortunately, I don't have a bike to ride it anymore, but maybe I'll go rent a bike from Board and Bikes and go ride the enduro trail sometime. So looking forward to the future as far as that goes. It'll also be a part of the channel is going back to Heinenklär and then also to other bike parks and reviewing trails and so on and so forth. So looking forward to doing a little bit more of that. So as I said, welcome to the new workshop. It's a lot better layout than my last workshop. The room is wider. It's a little bit shorter, but it's much wider, so I can have my two workbenches next to me over here. Yeah. I've got my workspace over here to edit video. Over there I've got another workbench where I've got my wheel trimming stand and my vise, and I can service suspension, and I can build wheels, and I've got everything close at hand. I've also got a lot more space here with the shelves to be able to put tools in easy reach, and that's really what I wanted. And then on the left side over here I've got my bike stand, and I can service bikes here. It's awesome. So looking forward to tweaking bikes and doing a lot more over the coming months, coming years. We'll see what happens. So what's the plan for the channel? With the change of vocation, with not building as much, obviously trail building will fall away a little bit, but it is something that I want to do. I'm settling down here, and once we're a little bit settled in, I'll find who's actually building legal trails in the area, or who maintains trails, and who's involved in cycling on mountain biking trails and paths in the area, and then look to help them with building. Look to get involved there, and that's basically how I'll keep my hand in with the trail building side. But that's not going to be the focus anymore. The focus will be more of the other things that I wanted to do with the channel, which was about helping people ride bikes more effectively, I guess, with less problems, helping people fix problems on their bikes. And then also adding a new focus. I want to start racing marathons. I come from a gravity background, race downhill, won trophies, won events, all sorts of stuff like that. But I really want to do more endurance riding now. The plan is to ride at least one stage race a year. Potentially the first one will be at the end of 2021 with my friend Stephen, who I rode Joburg to Sea with. We plan on riding Wine to Wales in South Africa at the end of 2021. But there's definitely other races that I have my eye on. I'd like to do Joburg to Sea again. I'd like to do the Swiss Epic. I'd like to do BC Bike Race. And all of those things are what I'm working towards now. So getting in shape, getting strong, and maintaining that. And if you want to come along for that ride, then subscribe. I'll definitely give you guys all the advice and tips that I learn. I'll put on this channel. And if there's something that you're wanting to do, or there's somewhere that you're at as far as your training and stuff goes, or wanting to learn how to ride bikes faster, with better skills, with whatever, put it in the comments below. Let me have a look at them, and hopefully you can put some cool videos together in the future. Along with the marathon riding, I'd also like to do enduro again. I don't have an enduro bike at the moment, but it is something that I'm keen on. Looking at a Kona 134 again, it's a great bike. I enjoyed the one that I had. Kona has another enduro bike coming out for 2021. That might be the option. We'll have a look, but for now, marathon racing and then leading into enduro and stage racing. So yeah, to finish off, who knows what tomorrow is going to bring. There's, with this COVID-19 thing and all the stuff that's happening in the world, no racing happening really. All the UCI calendars keep getting cancelled or revised. It seems like we're down to maybe Leogang World Champs for mountain biking, if we're lucky. The problem I see with that is that Leogang is in Austria and it's up in the Alps, and by October when they're planning to have the event, it's pretty cold there. In fact, it could even be snowing, so I'm not sure whether that event's even going to happen. But 2020 has been a bit of a write-off for cycling, but looking forward, who knows? There's a potential job opportunity down in South Germany for me. It's a dream job, but it's still up in the air with the hiring freeze because of COVID-19. So we'll see what happens, but come along for the ride. Hopefully I can give you some useful tips, some useful information, entertain you a bit. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like. If you want to come along for the ride, please hit subscribe, and until next time, cheers.